it was one artist's lifelong dream.
Going to Africa was #1 on my list of places that I wanted to see.
A dream come true through a chance meeting with a South African businessman eager to help.
With her good intentions, I knew, great, I have no problem sending you to Africa on our bill.
A free safari to Africa. That's how this Pay It Forward project began, with one generous act inspiring another, snowballing into a fundraiser for children and animals in Arizona and Africa. I'm Sandy Levine, with the story of an art show that has combined creativity, passion, generosity, and community, that's linked adventure with charity, joined two sisters in a common cause, and united strangers across continents to save lives.
She's in America, and for her to give her time and her energy and her work to generate income for something that she won't really see ever, it's just mind-boggling.
African Sojourn started when my sister, artist Diana Madaras of Tucson, met Terry von Guilleaume, owner of tour company Destination Southern Africa. Their mutual charitable giving to Trot, therapeutic riding of Tucson, brought them together. They decided to have lunch to talk about possibly doing more.
By the time we finished our lunch, he was sending me to Africa in exchange for me doing some paintings from my trip and all the money being donated to charity. So I said, let me think about this for 30 seconds. And before I knew it, I was going to Africa. When you see them in their natural environment, it's magical. It's a soulful experience. And for me to be able to see the animal and then paint the animal, it's kind of like I'm in their skin while I'm painting them.
Madaras decided to donate not 10 nor 20, but 100% of the proceeds of her art show to charity, to 3 groups in South Africa and 2 more in Tucson. I've been a television host and producer for more than 20 years, and next thing I knew, I too was involved. Von Guilleaume invited me and my husband to join him in South Africa to document the charities in action and to help expose their good work.
SANWILD basically started as my dream, and it actually turned into the passion of quite a lot of people.
Louise Joubert founded the first charity we visited, SANWILD Wildlife Sanctuary in Limpopo Province, where injured and orphaned African animals are rescued, rehabilitated, and returned to the wild. An equally important part of SANWILD's mission, conserving habitat. So far, about 15,000 acres have been placed in trust for the thousands of magnificent animals who now call this beautiful preserve home.
We have both black and white rhinos, we have previously tame traveling circus hippos. I mean, every single animal at SANWILD basically has a story.
This young rhinoceros, who was attacked by hyenas while still a baby and left to die, has grown big and strong after months of being bottle-fed several times every day.
He loves his milk. He's like a vacuum cleaner.
Expenses for food, supplies, and veterinary care at SANWILD quickly add up.
We need all help we can get, and I think with an art show, it's an amazing idea.
When South African artist and SANWILD supporter Elsa Cornelissen hears about African Sojourn, she too decides to donate a painting to the show, becoming one of more than a dozen artists and photographers, many volunteers, and generous donors who chip in because they believe in the cause.
I feel it's so rewarding to be able to give something back to these wonderful creatures that I value and respect so much.
Nestled at the foot of South Africa's Drakensberg Mountains is our second charity, Holy Family Care Center, an AIDS orphanage founded by Catholic nuns that's located down this unmarked dirt road. We brace ourselves for the anticipated heartbreaking experience of meeting very sick children. Instead, we are greeted by a joyful, boisterous group. The children here are thriving, thanks to ample supplies of antiretroviral medications, expert care, and lots of love.
What you will see is happy, healthy children, because that's what we're trying to create here. It's about quality of life, giving them a chance in life, giving them a future, giving them love, joy, you know?
Still, many of these children have witnessed the deaths of both parents to AIDS, so there are expenses for trauma counseling in addition to the basics. With 90 children living here now and more hoping to come in, naturally donations are always needed and welcomed.
We appreciate it greatly. Whatever anyone can do.
Our final stop in South Africa brings us to this impoverished village named Bismarck, where few homes have electricity, gathering water is a daily chore, and paying jobs are extremely scarce.
There's about an 80% unemployment rate in this area, which is really, really shocking.
Hanroe Erasmus is the general manager of the nearby Kuname River Lodge, a luxury resort whose guests go out on safari for up-close encounters with wild animals in the bush. Employees of the lodge have taken the children of this community under their wing. Right next to the local Malabelong Primary School, they've helped build a huge garden, so the children will have more fruits and vegetables to eat with the simple meals of porridge served at school. For many, they're the only meals of the day.
This should be enough food to feed the kids for a while, and then as we develop and they collect their own seeds from here, we can continue and expand the gardens out, and eventually the lodges can buy some supplies from here. I know we will definitely, and we'll just have to get all other lodges on board.
For now, a barbecue to celebrate the planting of the garden, a garden bound to grow with support from an art show overseas. It's an investment in the children's future that's clearly appreciated by the principal and students at the school.
They were singing and dancing because they were very happy. So thank you a lot, and I want to indicate once more that thank you a million times.
2 charities in Tucson also will benefit from African Sojourn. Trot, where people with special needs are helped through equine therapy programs, the common link between Madaras and Von Guilleaume that started the whole ball rolling. And Reed Park Zoo, a favorite place of Madaras, and the closest the artist could come to her beloved African wildlife, that is, until a chance meeting changed so many lives.
All this is coming from the heart. Everyone who's involved is trying to pay it forward and help people on the other end and animals on the other end. And I hope, because it is such an altruistic project, that everything will come together and we will be able to raise a lot of money.
I think there's really something very exciting and very special about these artists that has so much compassion for individual animals, and they're really trying to do something to help.
It blows my mind that there's people out there like that that is willing to give so much time and commitment to a project that really doesn't affect their lives at all. And I really take my hat off to her. I think it's just amazing, amazing, amazing.
I got born with a silver spoon in the sense that I was a white South African, so I was privileged. So it's just use that privilege to now give back to people less fortunate.
It's the best, you know. If I can do something to help animals and children, and it's such a joy to me, there's nothing better.